my daddy.
All right.
Hey
Happy
y'all.
MILFN Mondays. Hey
Hey.
everyone. Once again, we want to give a shout out to Devin's husband Darren for the music on our intro. Devin, you can shout out his app because I don't remember it.
We gotta put it on the thing. It's at B major 46208.
That'd be major 46208.
Yes, I can add it.
Yeah,
I can add
please.
it to the
Or
thing
like
later.
in our bio or something. We won't have to put it across here if y'all don't want.
Oh, I don't care. I don't mind. He
Yeah.
need his recognition.
Yes.
How
So,
is everybody?
Oh,
girl,
It's
life is life,
been-
but it's good.
yeah.
life be life and sometimes.
Mm,
Pretty much.
yeah.
But
Pretty
everything's
much.
good. How about
Mhm.
you?
I was tired, boss. I told you these Monday late nights, I'd be tired, ready to go to bed. I need a nap.
You just reminded me of that one thing I saw. It was like, I don't want to dig any more holes, Grandpa.
Yeah.
He's like, it's too damn bad.
Mm-mm. Girl. Yeah.
But no, today is going to be really juicy.
Oh, okay.
They have no idea what we are going to talk about. I'm just
Mm-mm.
going to have like a little girl chit chat session. And I came up with the idea of having like a juicy topic that fits each letter for MILFN. So to start off, will be mild with the first question, and I think it like jumps off the cliff into
Mm-hmm.
like some real juicy stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get straight to it. For motherhood, if you all could change one thing about being a mom, what would that be?
Mom guilt.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't like that when I'm actually getting some free time or, you know, just worried about me, like the guilt that comes behind it. Like I'm tired of that. Like I'm tired of feeling bad. And I hate the mom guilt that you get from older women. Like if I tell my mother or my auntie that I'm tired, I literally gotta get the combative. Well, when I was younger and I had to do this and that and that, like, girl, why are you trying to compare the struggle? Like, I don't want to hear that. I'm telling you right now, in my life, was impacting me. And as
Mm-hmm.
my mother and, auntie, if y'all struggle, y'all shouldn't want me to go through that same
Right.
struggle. You should want better for your child. So, yeah, I'm tired of mom guilt.
Okay.
For me, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but I feel like I should just give myself more grace.
Hmm.
We all still figuring it out. I was talking to my mom, no, really, about some stuff, and she was just like, I was just trying to, something about me not having something or not getting something. She was like, I
Hmm.
was just trying to make ends meet. And, life is different now. We was talking about her rent was $200 then. I mean,
Oof.
life is different than it was in
Yeah.
the 90s. So,
Okay.
just giving myself grace and everything doesn't have to be perfect. Um, just give myself grace and things will get better. And as we learn, I know I'm on kid number 3, but still, things change, we change,
Hmm.
and I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, for me, I would say the thought that mothers are always like the strong ones.
Mm.
Like that saying, check on your strong friends because they're always strong, but who's
Mm.
there for them? So, like, I think that because a lot of stuff is placed on your mom's shoulder. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if you send your kids to school and your daughter's hair isn't combed, but she was with the dad that day and dad was supposed to do her hair. That's a reflection of this. I was gonna go back to, oh, your mama didn't do your hair.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am. Care. So I think that like if they go out and they with their dad and their shoes are messed up, why your mom put you on those shoes? I'm at work.
Mhm.
Mhm.
They're home with dad. So it's that constant pressure that's always like in the back
Yeah.
of your head. So okay, so now it's gonna get juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all ready?
I guess
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna go in order.
you might as well.
Okay. So I'll be watching like different little podcasts to try to get like different little topics and things that they may talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them was, does body count matter in a relationship? Like when you're first dating someone, does that matter? Like, or should you even have that conversation? Stuff
I,
like that.
I don't think you should have that conversation because the only time body count matters in a relationship is if somehow in your relationship that body count has increased. That's the only time it should. No, I'm just being honest because, like, if I chose you and I like you or love you for you, like, your past is not going to define
Right.
what we got, you know? I don't want to worry about your exes and you whatever. Just don't make sure they don't come back into our, our relationship and our situation. But unless your body count suddenly like increased in the middle of our relationship, I don't feel like I need to be worried about what your body count is. Okay?
But there is a double standard though. Like
There
if
is.
men have 30 women that they done slept with, it's like, oh, he's this, he the man, he this, he that. But if a woman did it,
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a double
you,
standard with men because I feel like if I know this is why I don't want to know your body count because if I heard you
Right.
slept with that many people, I'd be like, oh, like that thing been around. That thing is
yeah.
tainted.
But it depends though on the woman because some women they don't care.
Mm,
Now I'm
I
gonna
feel like Lola, like let's just not even discuss it because if we get
yeah,
into numbers and then I hear it, it's like
exactly. Now it's that's what I'm saying. It
now it's a
tainted my image
problem.
of you. Like I just feel like, mm, ugh. Yeah. So I don't. I don't want to know. Like I feel like going there, like, and it's not like I've been there in a relationship. We went and heard body counts, and I like definitely kind of side eyed a little, like, you
Right. So
ew.
you've been around.
Exactly.
All right, Tupac, because you get around.
but I think, I mean, if you're comfortable with having the conversation, have it. If you're not, don't have it.
I feel
Like,
like some stuff
I,
should be left unsaid. Like I said, like it's the past. Like leave it back
As long
there.
as you clean, as long as we
Yeah, because
don't got no stuff lingering, then
exactly,
we good. Everybody got a past. I
exactly.
just don't need to know how many.
As long as you pass that test when I ask for them papers, that's all that matters. Like we're not, yeah, gotta worry about nothing
yeah,
else.
I don't know. I think it just depends. But I came up with like the system that I thought about. I think I told you, Lola, about it, and you probably thought I was crazy. Because I know when I told my mom about it, she was like, "What?" I was like, "It really makes sense." So you know how guys lie and say, "Oh, I slept with her. I slept with her. I slept with her," and you ain't did nothing,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is this: you can really only count the people that got proof. Like that's
If
it.
you ain't had no babies, it ain't
If ain't got
count.
no kids. He's lying. He's a liar. I did not sleep with that man. Don't even know who that man is.
Sorry to this man.
If
Boom.
that's where you
Beginning,
want to
middle,
leave
and
this,
the end.
I
yeah.
knew what she was getting ready to say.
I just I didn't know where this was going, but until we
They
heard
only
the
got proof.
part,
Where's
yeah.
your proof? Where's your paperwork? Where
Okay.
is it? Oh, you don't have it. Never happened. Because I can ignore you. Period. Like, once we break up, depending on how we broke up, I will see you at the grocery store. Like, oh, nice to meet you. Period. That's it. Don't know who you are.
Um, I'm gonna leave that right there.
Don't know who you are. Because there's no point. Like, what's the point? Okay. So, like I said, count the ones who have proof. If it's
Yeah,
really that serious. What is that noise?
your household. Is it a
No,
Detroit house?
it's somebody's dog.
Oh, okay. I thought it was probably the, smoke alarm. You
No.
know how black households be.
Oh my God. If we have one, it's a carbon monoxide one, but it just goes off and it's got a new battery and everything. Don't know what's going on.
Somebody keep hitting our button in our house. Well, Enzo keep pressing the button for our monoxide one, so it just be like beeping, pissing me
No,
off.
it's
Yeah.
not that. It's like dogs barking and then the
Oh,
dishwasher's going.
okay.
But no, like count who has proof. One of my other friends, she actually said every January she starts over. I was like, oh, I never
I,
heard that one before.
I don't think your whole clock can be reset. I don't believe that, Drea.
I, I stick with
Oh, this is not
go with who.
erased. Like,
I stick with go who has proof.
this is why I said like these conversation that part of the conversation doesn't really need to
It's
happen.
not
Like
necessary.
if I be like, if we getting serious and it's possibly gonna get intimate at that point, I'll be like, hey, where the paperwork? You know, let's
Right.
talk business before you get in my business. That's
Well,
that's just where I'm at. Tan
but
know about it. Like,
count who has proof. Like you ain't got no babies by that man. You never seen them.
Don't count.
Don't count them.
Okay.
No, that's it. Period. Just keep it pushing. That's it. Anybody else is a liar. Hardcore, habitual. They lie all the time.
Oh, bitch.
Like
liar.
that's just what it is. That's what it is.
Oh,
Period.
God. So that was the intimacy part of the
Yes.
segment. Okay.
That was that one. I had another one for that one, but I forgot to write it down and I'm trying to think of it now. Okay, we'll circle back if it comes back to me. Okay. But y'all speeding through them like really quickly. I thought y'all were gonna like expound. Like
I expounded a lot. I told you how I feel about it.
I have an intimacy question.
Okay.
I have seen. I'm on a married group on Facebook, and sometimes they ask like, how many times a week or a month do you think is a healthy amount of time, or if you get what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
would you not go? I got guess.
Funny peeking the making. Okay. Well,
But you hear my question.
How many times a week should you have bang bang with your partner?
No.
And I feel like this always comes into place when people get in relationships when their partners' libidos are mismatched. So I feel like when you come into the relationship and you guys are whatever, the bang bang talk should come right after the let me see your paperwork talk. Okay. So how many times a week? It depends on your comfortability level, because some guys be having low libidos too. And that's not for me, for example. Like I would not want a low libido having person. Like I would, want somebody that, at minimum, 2-3 times a week. That's a minimum requirement. If we're talking, going a month without having any bang bang, I don't think I could enjoy that relationship exclusively.
But see, I think that though a lot, like, cause like I said, I be catching up on like all my shows late at night.
Mm-hmm.
But and what, like, watching different shows. Well, I watched the little Teen Mom Family Reunion, and they were talking about. Yeah, I was watching it, and one girl, she said she does not enjoy it because she's scared of getting pregnant again. And I'm like, that is very common. Like that was the first time I actually heard someone else say that.
It.
Yeah, like vocalize that because no, like
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no more babies. No.
I get that. That is a fear. That is definitely a fear of mine. Okay, because there is no protection in this selection. Yeah. So. But me as a person, like, even though I have that fear, it'd be sometimes where, like the fear the wants and needs take over versus the fear. So I
I,
need my bang bang time sometimes.
but and then I don't know. I think like okay, so like say you're well, I don't know, just in general. Like I know for me personally,
Mhm.
everything has to align in order for me to want to do that. Like I have to feel emotionally connected to you. So that's why I'm like, it's easy for me to like, like if I'm not in a relationship to just go by my life. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. That's definitely a fear, but I think it just depends on who you are and your partner.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It depends on your level of libido
Yeah.
because I can be in my relationship and we can be in an argument, and in reality, I can separate sex from. Well, I'm sorry, bang bang. Is the kid still in there?
Nah.
Okay, I can separate sex from, emotional side. I guess it depends. Like it depends on how emotional I am, like, or how emotional something is. Like I literally can be in my relationship and be like, if I want some bang bang time, hurt the kids. If I want some bang bang time, like, okay, well, I want that, and then you can go about your business once we're done. But it's 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 just me personally. Like sometimes I can
Yeah,
really create
not
that
me.
separation. I don't feel like that is
Yeah, man.
necessarily healthy, to be honest,
That
but
might
it's
be
just
more healthier than being upset for a week and not
not
Yeah.
getting. Yeah,
engaging
I'll be
yeah.
for a
like,
couple
no.
days. It might be more healthier.
I think my problem with it, why, like, I guess, like, I feel like it's not healthy, is because I don't like when, if I do engage into activities and whatever, just because, like,
That's what you want.
that's what I want. I don't want you thinking everything is good. I just
Yeah.
needed some bang bang, and you can go about your day. Like, we're still beefing. I'm
Nope.
not. I'm not good.
Sorry
Okay.
to that man.
You know.
Mm-mm.
I see both sides of it.
Yeah, like it,
I agree. I got a friend
yeah.
that said that, like, she can separate it and be like, okay, you can go back on the couch now. Or, you
Yeah.
know,
And
we're
be like,
done. So you can go.
yeah, we're not good. We're not about to hug and kiss. And sometimes I be like, don't even kiss me during this. Don't make it intimate. Just fulfill the need that needs to be fulfilled and keep it
And then
moving.
go about your business.
Yeah, that's you know, separation is key.
Oh my god. I don't know. Yeah, it depends.
Hmm.
It really depends. But after I do know, like after having watching another interview, and after the lady had her kids, I think it was Katie Ellis, and she said something about after she had her kids. I don't know if it was the birth control or what, but it was like messing with her hormones, like real bad, to where her sex drive was really really low. And I'm like, that's crazy how they give you all these things to prevent certain stuff from happening, but the side effects be just like you see a lady walking through the park on the commercials. She
Hmm.
walking through the park. Oh, you got heart problems. Take this medicine. And at the end, oh, you could just pass out. You could
Mm.
just fall out. Oh, you just
Suicidal thought.
yeah, suicidal thoughts. Drowning
Stop
away.
with this.
Like it doesn't have to do with anything.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy how they give you certain things and then it can affect you in another way.
Ways.
Yeah.
So
Um, but I will say I had a friend like that after she had her, I think it was a second or third child, she was like libido, the second child, like her libido was gone. And they wanted to try, they had like boys and they was trying to try for a girl. And she was just like, I can't, I don't know, like I'm just not into it. I'm just not feeling it. I took it to the store. We got to go to the shop, little Adam and Eve,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and stuff. We found these libido pills. So I honestly didn't think that it would work, like female libido pills. But baby, days on baby number 4.
well,
Baby number 4. But sometimes you just need to go find that boost to,
Mm-hmm.
bring back that little sexy time for you.
that's weird. Like
What?
if you gotta do all of that, like it's not that deep.
That is what the
Them
store
little,
is
No,
like them
but
for.
little honey,
sometimes it's needed.
like
Yes.
them little honey packets that they be talking about. You
See,
gonna mess around and be done passed the hell out because you
no,
up there popping 2 and 3 pills.
you're not popping pills. You're just popping the honey with some liquor. You shouldn't be popping any pills with it. The libido
And
pill,
where they getting this honey from?
huh?
What bee is producing honey
The
that
horny bee. I don't
is
know. Stingrays.
Viagra
I don't know what to
related?
tell you.
Like what bee is producing? Like
I
that makes
don't.
I don't understand that.
I
That
think it's just honey with some stuff in it. It's not
Yeah,
a.
just some, some little make you wet juice. I don't know.
that mm-mm.
But no, like libido pills are literally
Okay, and
there
Max
to
that
them. They do.
What did she
that
say?
I
Max,
said the honey packs do work.
Maxwell said them honey packs work.
They
Like
do.
I don't. I've never. I mean, I've one of my old like my ex friend, her husband told us about them, and I'm like, you just walk around putting them on biscuits, like that is.
That's nasty. I don't feel like I would use that type of
No.
honey for biscuits.
That's why I'm like, what? Where do you put this? Like you just sitting there drinking honey, you put it on biscuits. Okay, one dash of Viagra Blue Chew.
Well,
Okay,
no, we're gonna ignore that because I'm not gonna do the Viagra and Blue Chew. Okay, but you just get you a little honey pack, get your little shot of honey, and squeeze that little bad boy in there. I'll stir it a little up a little bit, knock it back,
no,
and just see where your night goes from there. Like I promise you, it's a good night.
that sounds like you get it at a beauty supply with the ballerina tea.
They probably do sell it at the beauty supply,
That
and
is
guess
Where
what?
do
Just
you
like the
get it
ballerina. You can get it from the gas station, the smoke
from?
shop, the sex
Yeah. Okay.
shop, all of the shops. But like I said, just like that ballerina tea work, that honey work too.
you chase the honey with the liquor. Don't
I
mix it.
mixed it. Don't. I'm not gonna put that sticky stuff in the back of my. Okay, that sounded.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah,
The
let's
I
go
need
on.
something to mix it with because I feel like it's just closing my passageways. I guess I don't know. Don't listen to him. Mix it with some shit.
Yeah, that
Mm-mm.
that yeah, I never knew. Like I just heard people using it and be seeing videos on social media, and I was like, okay, so we 60. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave like the one for love. I want to use that one last.
Okay.
Okay, so family and friends. Can your spouse or significant other have a friend or best friend of the opposite sex?
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry. I missed it.
I said,
I got
can
people.
your, I said, can your spouse or significant other, can your spouse or significant other have a friend or best friend of the opposite sex?
Not a best
Best
friend.
friend.
'Cause
Best. I
I'm
was
the
gonna say
best
best
friend.
friend
Is
is.
crossing it. I'm the best friend that's the opposite sex. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I guess the answer is yes if we're going that route because it's me.
Because it's me. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say best friend, but friends. I don't have a problem with that.
yeah. But just depending on how close. Like y'all not going on no friend dates or friendcations or friend time alone because you got a
Right.
friend to do that with. Like we're not having the appearance of evil. We're just gonna stay in our lanes of friendship. No, like
Lala is hilarious.
So what about like if they have like if they came into the relationship with that being their friend?
I
Still
probably
same
wouldn't have dated. I probably wouldn't date you. That's some
with
that's
a
some
best
weirdo
friend.
stuff. Yeah. If you got to be my best friend, I probably wouldn't date you because she is laying in the waiting her turn. I don't, I have some very close male friends, and well, one in particular, I have that was a close male friend. Whenever we've gotten in relationships, or if he got in a relationship, I fall back because you got a girl that's place. If I get in a relationship, you need to fall back, like respect, the
Mm-hmm.
place of my man, and respect our relationship. But if we single, we go out to the strip club, we hanging out, we're going out, we're doing whatever, we're having fun, but
Mm-hmm.
we respect each other's boundaries. Like that's a true friendship. But I don't ever want to be that friend. Like if somebody, if I already know that I'm going to question the relationship, like, that seems weird. I don't want nobody else to feel like I'm in their space, in their boundaries, making their relationship feel weird. I don't want to put that
Right.
pressure on another woman because I
Mm-hmm.
know how that feels. So no, I'm not gonna feel comfortable of this person. Like I come to your house and this person laid up on the couch, laying up on you with their shoes off, cuddled up next to my man. Where's her man?
Yeah, but
Have a nice day.
I think that's like taking it too far. Like put like that right there, cuddle up and um yeah. I think like if you like I just think that if you like depending on like the boundaries and like things like that. Because like I have friends of the opposite sex that I've known from high school
Mhm.
and I like don't look at them like that whatsoever. Like ugh, repulsive, makes me want to puke. No.
Mhm.
Like don't go no further than that. Talk to them maybe like once or twice a year. Keep it pushing. But like that whole laying up on your couch or stuff like that, that's taking it definitely too far.
Yeah.
Because at that point, no. That's a hard no. But like I think it just depends on like the nature of the relationship between them. Like if I get the vibe that she like you, then that's
Mhm.
but I do think that it's okay in some instances because like that person can become your friend. Like
Mm,
in some situations.
don't become my friend. Let me explain
But the
something.
reason why I say like they can become like you know y'all may develop a relationship eventually or whatever, and then
It won't be genuine.
it would be. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the nice look in me. I be trying to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I'm gonna send y'all this TikTok and I'm gonna post it on the MILFN page for the followers. But there was this page about um female friends laying in wait or whatever. So basically the post was talking about all the good men are in relationships and all the guys that are single right now are single because they don't have the sauce or they're not, good partners and they can't be compatible. So if you're trying to find a compatible partner, you need to get somebody that's in a relationship. And one of the things that pointed out was like they would get a male best friend, or have a male friend, get closer to them, become their best friend. If that friend starts dating their friend zone, they would get close to the friend's partner and start, laying little pieces into them about
Mm-hmm.
doubts and insecurities and stuff like that. And do little questionable things on purpose so that you would question like the relationship, like you would question your man and like whatever. So they could be like, what are you talking about? Just have like plausible deniability continuously. So the whole point is to get your man. And then, keep making things and, keep separating you guys, slowly because she became your friend to separate you and, instill doubt from other areas. And so, now you and your man are having issues and this person is trying to hang out with your man more. So now she's like lying in and being, pillow talking with your man. So now she knows all your problems. Now that she know all your problems, she's going to start changing her personality to
Mm-hmm.
adapt to that man's personality so that
Mm.
he can start seeing like, dang, you real cool. Like you more than a friend now and da da da. And so now you start dating this man, but you cannot announce that you're dating this man until you guys have fully separated, until they have fully separated. You can't date until they fully separate. So now, if anything intimate happens when they break up, you can date this man. But you have to make sure they're separate first because you don't want that man to do that to you again. It's just like this whole cycle of stupidity. And I will never trust nobody's female best friend. Because go sit down. Go
Okay,
have it.
so I don't know if something's wrong with me or what, but I just don't care that much to be doing all of that. Like I just
But it's
don't.
other
Like,
people
I
out here
don't.
that would do that to you, though.
But I just and they're dumb because like
Mm-hmm.
you gonna do at that point you taking out all that time to think of this elaborate plan. You could be going somewhere and getting a degree in something because you spending all this time wasting all these brain cells. Like, but it's like you doing that for like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't be having the energy. I just be like, okay, do your thing. And
Yeah.
at this point, you won. You take them. Bye. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's just too much. Like it's like how like thieves and crooks they be doing all this crazy stuff, and they be the smartest people like doing all this stuff. They could get a job at the FBI if they didn't have such a bad record. But like I just don't. That's just too much energy.
But
Like
people are really putting energy out here. And just say, for example, you happy in your relationship, your marriage, and some little female best friend come along out of nowhere, okay? Don't get close to the female best friend.
Yeah, that's doing way too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We're
if
not
you got
having no best friends though.
that
That's
much
all I'm
time in
saying.
your hands, then
I'm the best friend, like Lola said.
Yeah.
Now,
100%.
friends, and we all hang out
Acquaintances.
together. Acquaintances,
Yes.
we all hang out together.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Yeah.
yeah.
You will not be going off with and gallivanting with no other woman. Like, go have a seat and tell her to have several before I make y'all sit down.
That right
Perfectly.
there, that's crazy.
what?
That's genuinely crazy. That's
Yeah.
like the movies.
I'm
Like
about
the
to send it to y'all, like, so y'all and you. We gotta post it because the whole thing was like making me look and question people. Like, mm, mm, mm. So yeah,
Yeah.
people
with
really out
that.
here doing this.
No, I don't got the energy.
Mm.
Um. Okay, so I did think of my other question,
Okay,
but I'm a
is it back to the intimacy?
no, kind
Okay,
no. It falls under the love part. So it okay. I'm gonna go with this one, and I'll go. Let me write that. Well, no, I'll stay. I'll say that one.
okay.
So I think I sent it to y'all. The video, the guy from Chicago, he be like giving like relationship advice or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he said something like I think his name is Dimitri Wiley or something. I don't know, but he said something like you get in every relationship that part like whoever you're dating, they don't get the version of you that your previous person got of you
Mm-hmm.
based on what you put out there. He's like, so if you put out good, then she's gonna give you good back. If you put out bad, then that's the version of the person that you got. I don't know that person. Do y'all
Yeah,
think that that's true?
yeah,
I do.
I do. I've said this in plenty of instances in different situations, like that the version of this person that you got. Like I remember I was arguing with my ex husband one time, and his girlfriend was texting me like, trying to get in the mix, and I'm like, girl, the version that you get of him is different than the version that I get. Like you getting the
Wait,
happy.
I was about to say his girlfriend, but
Yeah, she texted me. I'm
this
like,
is
you're getting.
after the marriage.
Yeah, this is after the marriage. I mean, she was involved with him during the marriage, but so after the marriage, the girlfriend texted me and was, trying to tell me like, oh, he's really a nice guy. Not to me. The version that you get is nice. The version that I
Mm-hmm.
got was down bad, and like,
Yeah.
so we're not gonna play these games. Don't intervene. Yeah. Just shut up, Max.
Well, she still get the same version. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She might be and just be
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretending like she not.
She's for sure pretending,
to
Court
try to
docs.
think like she wants to one up you.
Yeah. I mean, I
Like
don't,
not
I
that
don't
much.
care. Yeah. But in reality though, she is getting a different regardless to, the version that we got that's similar, she is still getting
Mm-hmm.
a different version of this man. This man is not nice to me, he goes off on me constantly. Like he's gonna be nice to you. You're his girlfriend. That's how that works, okay?
And plus,
Mhm.
it's like she got. I mean, she also got the version of him that's an ex husband. You got him before he was an ex husband,
Yeah,
so he had never been married before. So it's a different version.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
I definitely think that's true because you grow, and sometimes even in long term relationships, that person that you're with, they see you in different versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I'm not who I was at 17, and I'm not who I was before having kids. So you just grow and you change,
Mhm.
and there's nothing wrong with that. But I definitely believe what you get, like what you put out there, you get it right back.
But I also believe that in friendships too, that
Mm-hmm.
you get different versions of a friend, and like you say, you go through those phases and stages. But that's why friendships fall off and friendship breakups hurt the worst, because we've been friends for this long, and
Mm-hmm.
then you've evolved and there's a different version of yourself, or we'll go around another friend and there's a different version of you around this friend. This friend brings out something that I've never brought out, or
Right.
that you've never
Yeah,
brought out of me, and people question that friendship. So I believe in the different versions.
that makes sense.
I
You
agree. I mean, because like you could be with somebody and they could be a habitual cheater and they get with somebody else and be completely different. I
Yeah.
mean, in eyes, you're always gonna be like, once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah.
But like you said, different people bring out different things in people, and
Mm-hmm.
some people change, and you kind of
Yeah.
just let that go.
Yeah.
But in that example, did they really stop cheating? Like, mm,
No, I do think that people will change, you know, for
For
other
who they want
people.
to change
Yeah,
for.
who they want to change for, but not even just that. Like, say for example, you were with somebody good and you cheated, you were a habitual cheater to that person, and you didn't think that person was going to leave you, and they really left you, and then you got with somebody else that was still a great person, and you have feelings for this person. You might not want to mess that up again because you might not be able to spend another block like this. You might not get the same dedication or another relationship like this. So I do feel like your past can create different versions of you, going to
yeah,
your future. So
That's just like Zach with Zatima. Well,
yeah,
but
the perfect example of
Fatima,
that.
I do that all the time. I be calling her Fatima. It's Fatima.
That is like the perfect
the
example.
perfect example.
Yes, because he definitely is giving a whole different version, and Karen is sitting over there sad.
Yeah, that's why I can't stand Karen. But also too, you have to realize how Karen and them were. Like, she wasn't speaking life into her man. Okay,
Yeah, but
like,
at the same time, she doubled back and had sex with him. You put yourself in that situation
but
because you
she
know your girlfriend.
Karen wanted
She
drama.
don't come
She
back.
brought out the drama in her relationship. She brought out the drama from, what's his name, the crazy pastor man. She
Yeah,
brought
that
out the
was
drama
weird.
from him, and then she brought out the drama from Zay. Like, Karen brings out drama. She even brings out the drama in her friendships. If you notice, with, like, Danny and all that.
Yeah,
So that's why that relationship with Zach was not going to work, because she didn't speak life into those. Into She doesn't really speak life into her friends. Whenever she gets mad, she wants to always hit below the belt with them, and that's why she where she at. I don't like her. I know it's fictional, but I can't stand
You're
that
right.
girl. I can't stand that girl. I get so mad.
yeah. Sometimes I feel bad for her, but I
Mm,
can't wait to find. I already know what it's about to be. One
yeah,
of the twins is the preachers, and the other twin is
thanks.
Why do even? I don't even want to get
Oh,
too far into that because
I
that's
had already called it out like episodes back. I had told Max, but I'm like, oh, she having twins. I'm like, now it's this and that. We got to watch
yeah.
it. She don't speak life into herself. You're right, babe. She don't.
She
She
just okay. So this may be very like shallow, but like I'm gonna tell you the one thing that really irritated me with her. She's been pregnant for like years, and her stomach never
7
grew. And
seasons.
they went off and came back, and she's full blown, and she still has not given birth. That really, like, what the little young kids were saying, the icks, that
Yeah.
icks, because I'll be like, girl, if
Cause
you don't
how is
have babies,
Scary Gary's fiance and her got the same stomach size.
that's scary, Gary.
Scary Gary, because in the season when Scary Gary's fiance came to
Yeah,
pass, she already had a small belly. Karen was
mm-hmm,
flat as heck, and now they're both the same size, and ain't nobody gave birth yet. What's going on? The storyline isn't
they're dragging it.
together. Yeah, it's
They're
upsetting.
dragging it very long, and
Yeah,
I guess they're trying to make up for that first season because the first season, it was hard to stick with it because it was terrible.
the first
But
season had me hooked. I was like, this a little ratchet, a little something, a little spicy. I like it. Yeah.
yeah, that first season was a little rough for me, but I got through it. Okay, so my last question.
Okay.
So, with everything that's going on in the world of hip hop and R&B,
Oh God.
we all saw the verses where Nelly ran across the stage to get back to Ashanti and give her a hug.
Yeah.
So, spinning the block, yay or nay?
it depends.
It depends on the person.
Okay,
It depends. Might have to leave it
Um,
right there.
that's it.
yeah. It.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm not spinning any blocks,
You
but
better not be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, general.
it
So I had
all depends on what happened, how y'all broke
yeah,
up,
that's what I
the
was gonna say.
circumstances of the breakup. Because it could just be, a mutual, like it's just not working out right
Mhm.
now. It didn't have to be toxic, but like it didn't end bad. And you
Yeah.
may, in a couple years, you grow, see
Mhm.
a different person.
Yeah.
When I got divorced, I spun the block on a few people. They slid in the DMs and reached out, so I spun the block. And, these two particular people, I was like, we didn't end on bad terms. We were just young and let's see where things go. But then I realized like where my growth was and where their growth was. It wasn't aligning. So it wasn't a good spin the block experience. So,
Okay,
oh
so
well.
but I think that goes back to you get different versions of people
Yeah.
because I feel like in Ashanti and Nelly's case, I believe that they always loved each other because you gotta think about it. Ashanti you never saw her with nobody else. She had a boyfriend, but you never saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Nelly was with Miss Jackson, and of course, social media has pulled all the pictures where he looks miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Goodness.
but
Social media
I don't
haters.
miserable. But so I think that at that time, like Miss Jackson may have gotten a different version of Nelly
In
in
that
that,
area.
and now that they're older, they both have different versions of each other based on what they've been through during
Mm.
their break. So I mean, I think, like you said, it depends on who you like, what happened, and how y'all broke up. You can either be forgotten or you can be put in like the maybe later category.
So maybe
Um,
I don't have a maybe later category. I'm just saying if it.
Yeah, I'm not saying I do, but I'm just saying like for me, I don't know that man at all. Y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that meme with Kiki Palmer
Yeah.
when she said it? Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but it's not really like it's just like okay, it's people like absolutely not, and
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know who you are. If you saw me at the mall, you speak
Hmm.
to me, it'll be like you will get a be blessed. Be
Yeah.
blessed.
not even that.
Maybe not.
I don't
Probably,
think
but
every spin the block situation would work though. Like I just feel like they had a special circumstance that
because they
you know.
still love each other.
Yeah,
It was
and
there,
it was
and
there.
now Irv Gotti somewhere punching the air.
I'm here for it. I like them together though.
I
Me
do.
They
I
look
too.
like.
cute.
I love them.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm excited to see her snap back. Like after she
Oh,
has the baby,
yeah.
because Ashanti's body was already like
A goddess.
the
Like.
mob.
Yeah.
So like now after she have a baby, I want to see how that goes.
Hmm.
But
I, yeah. I
it's
feel
been,
like she will have a swollen pregnancy just to let go of all the water weight and have a good snapback. I love a snapback story.
and then they're engaged. So she was the
Yes.
one he was waiting for. So
Maybe Miss
um,
Jackson punching the air.
Shut
I don't
your.
know what Miss Jackson's doing, but I for sure know Earth Gotti is punching something.
Yeah. I just hope Miss Jackson is somewhere living her life, living her
Like,
best life, and moving on and getting the closure and, support she needs because the internet is dragging her for no reason.
and all
Which
you see is them two together all the time now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's everywhere. And because it's so public, you can't ignore that. Like, that's. Yeah.
yes. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so since you brought that part up, what? Dang it! How did I forget that quick? I was gonna ask you a question. You said with Miss Jackson, she's somewhere. I was gonna
Getting
ask you.
the peace that she needs and,
Just ask another question because I forgot. I've had a long day.
You
we
the one that had the questions.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
you
my questions
text us and
are done because
said,
I ran through them very quickly. So now it's a freestyle, 15-minute freestyle. Go on. What questions do you have?
15
She said
minutes.
we ran through them.
Y'all did. I was like 15 minutes. That's 4 questions, and y'all was like, nope.
First of all, there is,
We
yeah, there's a lot of letters. You should have been prepared.
It's only 4 letters. I don't count the
Well,
end.
family and friends is like, I feel like that should have been two separate,
It's
topics.
I couldn't think of nothing about the family.
You was only thinking about family. I
No,
feel
I
like,
didn't think about nothing about the family. Okay, I got one then.
Mhm.
Do you? No, I don't. I don't want to ask that.
Oh God, go
I
ahead
think
and
we talked.
ask it. We
I
already
think
here.
we talked about that before.
What?
Like, do you think your relationship, like relationships, have changed within your family based on like you growing into a woman? I think we
Hmm.
talked about that before.
I don't feel like we talked about that. Like growing within a
We
family.
touched on it a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah, so I think we did a little bit. But
I got a family question.
let's
okay.
do it.
I haven't really experienced this, but I've had other friends who've had it.
Mm-hmm.
Like where their significant other's family didn't really like them,
Mm.
or vice versa. Like, how would you handle a situation where, married or not, like y'all don't get along, or um, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the scenario, but
Like if
like,
they
how would
don't,
you? Huh?
like how would you handle it if they didn't like you?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in that situation. Yikes. Yikes. No, I did date this one guy and he was Hispanic. And for some reason, I don't know what it was. His mother didn't like me at all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I started learning a little bit of Spanish just so I could know what she was saying. Cause ain't no way you about to sit here and talk about me and I'm in the background. So that's kind of I didn't really handle it well or whatever. And then like one day, I remember I went to their house and she was playing like um Nigerian music or whatever. It was she was playing DeVito. And like I started singing and she was like, "What do you know about him?" And I'm like, "Girl, I'm Nigerian." And she was like, "Oh." So she was like, "Oh, I thought you were just regular black." After that I ran for the hills because not you separating the blacks like that. Like going somewhere with
Not you
that.
calling me regular black in my face.
I know, and I was just like, "Girl, what does that even mean?" So that didn't work. But I mean, my advice honestly is that your partner is, never going to be in a comfortable position if, their family don't like you. Men are, weird about, their family, their mothers and stuff like that. My advice is run for the hills. Don't even stay.
Um, I
Yeah.
don't think I've never been in that situation. I honestly believe that most of my exes, their parents like me more than they like their own son.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't think
Daddy.
I've never been in that situation. But in the event that I was in that situation, I'll probably, be cordial, but then I would have to like check people when they needed to be checked
Yeah.
because what we're not gonna do is we not gonna be disrespectful. Treat me how you want to be treated, whether you like me or not. We still gonna respect each other.
Or like if your dad didn't like Deontay, or your dad didn't like Maxwell, like how would you feel about that?
I feel like it would be weird, honestly, because that means my dad seen something in him that, was calling out. Because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like because my dad has had, trouble history. Clearly, my parents are divorced, and if my dad didn't like my spouse or whatever, I would feel like you seen something in him that reminded him of you that you don't want for your daughter. So that would make me run for the hills. It would make me leave. It wouldn't
So
work.
Maxwell said, "Just don't come around. You married to your spouse, not the family." And
But
I don't 100%. I mean,
agree with that
I don't agree with that
But
because
I
I
don't.
don't want my
because
kids around people that like, you know, if
It
so you're gonna go to your family event and leave your wife at home and take your kids with you, and your mama done got some little ex at the party because she don't
okay,
like,
she trying to get y'all together.
yeah, because she don't like,
Yep.
your
But not
current
even
partner.
just but not even just that. Like you gotta think about the kids too.
Yeah.
Because at one point I was the kid that was kind of in like the middle of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember like going places and then my mom wasn't going. Or like I didn't go places because my mom didn't go.
Yeah.
But it was like, just be cordial. And if you can't, then just like just just everybody just get along. Because it it's no need for that. Like you got to think about what your kids are seeing, kids picking up on energy. So like
Yeah.
even my parents being divorced, I made it very clear once I had kids, like, hey, I'm not having separate birthday parties, one for my dad, one for my mom. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing separate stuff. Y'all either gonna get it together
Mm-hmm.
or y'all just gonna be sitting here mad, pissy face at the parties. Don't care. And when I like having that conversation, like for the sake of my children, my parents, I like them better separate than I did together, to be honest with you. Because
Wow.
they have like a great, like, they're not, I wouldn't say that they're best friends or they're friends, but coming from where we were when they went through their divorce to now, completely different. And I love them both for, like, being able to, for being able to manage that and to, like, still be able to do things together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my mom will even call my dad around Christmas and he'll be like, hey, she'll be like, hey, did you get the kids Christmas gifts yet?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you haven't, I seen something that they want and they have it at the store. Send me the money. I'll grab it and I'll keep it and wrap it. Take it to them for Christmas because my dad's out of state. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's just, I think once everybody grows up and acts as if they're adults, then it'll be a lot easier. But if they can't do that, then I won't be there, and my kids won't either.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's good that they can get along, but it's some situations where they be like, okay, if she coming, I ain't coming. If he coming, I ain't coming.
Yeah.
And
And guess what? Me and my kids will be at Chuck E. Cheese or somewhere while y'all at the park having y'all family reunion because my kids are not coming. And at that point, I like, and then sometimes I feel like the men may get put in the middle if it is like their mom not liking their wife. The
Mm-hmm.
men will be put in the middle. So then they feel like they have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want you to feel like you got to choose. Am I probably going to have an attitude? Yeah, if you don't choose me. But I don't want you to have to choose. So just go do your thing with your family. Me and my kids gonna go over here, and I'm gonna take them to do something fun, and we're gonna keep pushing.
Yeah.
But now, if Miss Betty get out of hand,
Not Miss Betty.
I don't have a problem with checking her and telling her what it is because it's not. You're not gonna treat me no type of way. If I'm giving you respect, I'm big on that. Like, don't disrespect me when I'm being
mhm.
nice to you because it pays nothing to be kind to people.
And see, we keep talking about things that makes me think about other stuff because I know my other Matan knows Duane, but like we're at the age where like when we were younger, it was like respect your elders and
Yeah.
don't talk back or whatever. But I be feeling like people get older and feel like
Mm-hmm.
they can just say
Yeah.
whatever they want to say.
Yeah. Entitlement.
Now, yeah, and sometimes aunties be having to get checked and grandmas and
Mm-hmm.
you be having to get checked, but then you kind of it's like that fine line, like am I being disrespectful or you know, I feel
Okay,
like
so
some things can be said and not be disrespectful, but let them know like I'm not a kid. We ain't little no more, Greg, and we
Yeah.
not about to.
but
We not doing this.
look, let me tell you. If it has to do with my children, I don't give a shit what the rules are. All the gloves are off. I'm going to check you. I'm going to say whatever I want to say to you because at this point, you not like no. Now it's one thing like I've seen people where the mother treated their children differently because they didn't like the mother, or the
Mm-hmm.
mother treated the kids treated like if the woman had kids from her previous, she treated those kids differently, but treated the grandkids of hers really nice. We
Mm-hmm.
not doing that. That's
Yeah.
not gonna fly. And again, Miss Betty will get cussed out because you have to, like I said, it takes a lot to get me to that point of where I'm gonna cuss somebody out. So if I do, they deserve it. And if I apologize, don't ever get it misconstrued. I meant what I said, but I
Yeah.
apologize for how I said it. But I mean, it just I don't know. I just wouldn't even I wouldn't even put my kids in that situation. I would just
Yeah.
go about my business and let you do your thing with your family, or if you want to come with us. But
Yeah.
that should never be the case in any situation. We're all adults. And old people do think they get a pass because they old and they can say, "Oh, I didn't remember." Snap out of it. You knew
Yeah.
what you said when you said it. So it just depends because old people do that.
Mm-hmm. All
So
right.
what's your next question, Devin? Because you like you thinking.
I was trying to think of something.
So yeah.
Y'all responses were triggering stuff that I've
Um.
come across
Yeah.
seen here lately. I'm trying to think of something. I don't have
Like
any,
personally,
huh?
or you saw it on social media.
Like social media or friends, stuff. I'm
Situations.
trying to think of the stuff to go with the MILFN.
Oh,
I couldn't think of that.
motherhood, intimacy, you know.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, I got a good one.
Yes.
The mama's boy thing. Because I know that, like, okay, Devin, you don't have a son, but you have all daughters. But, like, I know that sometimes, like, boys, the relationship with their moms, like, them growing up, they
Mhm.
kind of, like, they they don't let the boys go. Like, they won't let them go. Like, they don't.
I feel like the mama's baby, the boys, from
Yeah.
what I've seen,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
boys more. And why is that? Because y'all got boys. So can y'all explain that to me?
Um the I don't baby my boys. I'm not that type of mom. It's really bad over here because I get the comments from people because my mom is always like, "You so hard on Sebastian and da da da," and I be like, "He's a boy. Like he's supposed to be somebody's supposed to be hard on him." Like I don't baby my boys, but I seen my mom like she did that with my brother. Like it was my older sister and me, and then my mom like baby my brother. Like that relationship that they had, and I don't know why. Like it's really triggering to think about like how moms are with their sons and how they treat them
Mm-hmm.
different. But I strive to make sure I treat my kids the same. Like if my daughter, if I say come clean the kitchen, don't stand around. You better get a broom and get to sweeping, hit that mop, wipe that table. Like I'm the person that's not gonna separate it. The only person that probably get babied around here is the baby because he's a baby, and that's about it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I,
would like to know more about the what you were saying about your brother. Is it triggering? You said it was triggering, but like, did she have him? Like, how old were y'all when he was born? Like, was
I
it
was I was 3. My sister was 4.
okay? So
Well,
it
I was
wasn't
2
that
turning
much of an
3. Yeah,
age
yeah,
gap.
yeah. I was 2 turning 3 um when she but even like even now like my mama baby him like he's spoiled. He's probably like out of all 5 siblings or whatever. We have 2 younger siblings out of that are out after the first set. So it's my sister, me, my brother. My brother in the middle, he is spoiled. He's the most spoiled. He's the most baby. Like no. I would never have that type of relationship with my son. Like and make my daughters feel ostracized. Like, no, that's not for me.
I talked about this with my mom too. Like, as I got older, I noticed like I had seen like my grandmother, how
Mm-hmm.
she treated her sons, opposed to how like her daughters. I wouldn't say they was like dependent on her, but the girls were like out, had their own houses,
Mm-hmm.
families, and the
Mm-hmm.
sons were kind of just lingering around.
Yeah.
Stayed with her. They 30.
Yeah.
My
I
sperm
don't-
donor is the same way. I think he lived with his mom until he was like 40.
Let me be
That's
quiet.
another story
Yeah.
for another day.
This
But
year.
like seriously, it'd be like the mamas and the sons. It's
Yeah.
deep.
yeah,
It's
it
deep.
is. But I think it's got to be a balance. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say that I baby Chance, because Chance is a no limit toddler. Like, he he be into some shit. But like, I would say that, like, when he does cry and show emotion, I do comfort him, because I don't want him to think that it's bad to cry about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay, let that emotion out. Because I'd rather you cry, let that emotion out, opposed to holding it in and now you done shot up something. So you gotta, like, I try to teach him how to navigate his feelings. But like, I know even with my mom, like, I asked my mom that question before. I'm like, you were harder on me, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like I really needed it. But my brother over here,
Yeah.
like, he just gone about his business. And my mom told me, she was like, I was young. You were my first kid. I didn't know what I was doing. You was the guinea pig. And I'm like, okay. But like, I get it. Like, I get that there's certain children that need certain things from you.
And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know that as a mom. I didn't know Mama Cindy was in here. She said
Yeah.
we were groomed to be strong and
Mm-hmm.
resilient.
Grandmama Cindy been here from the beginning.
I
Yeah.
didn't know. I can't see who's in here.
You
But
can't.
I
They
feel
have to
like,
comment.
Yeah.
huh? Yeah.
They have
I
to
can
comment.
only see once
Mm-hmm.
people comment. But I feel like indirectly, I feel like my mom taught me to be strong and resilient. Not to
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
don't she never was like, don't depend on no man. But like make sure you got your stuff together, make sure you do this and you take care of you. And so I feel like moms definitely, and I don't have no brothers or nothing. Well, that's another story. But I can definitely tell the difference between mothers and daughters and mothers and sons,
Yeah.
the other relationships that I've seen.
I don't like the grooming your daughter to be strong and resilient and just, like, and not giving that into your son, because I feel like sometimes I feel like even my brother, like, I love him dearly, but me and my sister talk about this all the time. We be like, it seemed like we didn't grow up in the same house because, like, the knowledge and things that we have and the things that we do and how we move, like, he don't move like that, or he don't know, or, he'll call us to, do basic things, like doctor's appointments. Like, he is still like, it's like you want your son to be codependent on you, because that's how I feel like it is. It's weird that you don't want them to be independent and resilient. Like, I don't know. I don't like that narrative that they push, because I feel like also with that narrative, you push your sons out here to be dependent on the women that they begin to date.
Woo!
But that's another topic for, a next episode. But
Oh, that can be the episode, the mama's boy.
yeah, so yeah, we'll get in there and have that conversation. But this was a great day, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap that up right there and leave that there.
Yeah, because we'll dig deep there.
Yeah, that will
Yeah,
get
I think
deep.
that's a good topic.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely interested to talk about it more to get Devin's perspective, because she doesn't have a son. But
Get my perspective on what?
like
I
the
don't
mama
have a
thing,
perspective.
Yes,
you do have a perspective.
I don't have
Perspective. You don't have a son, but you still have a perspective.
I
Like,
mean,
different things
she
that you
said she
like.
don't got brothers either, so it's kind of hard for her to have a perspective. But you do have a husband.
No,
I
but
need
like
to know
men
that
that
you have
she's
siblings.
dated.
But yeah, I don't now he's the oldest and he's not the only he is the only boy from his mom. And I don't really see a difference. She
Okay.
don't baby him or
Yeah.
so not that relationship, just other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, she don't really treat him no different. Everybody get the same talk, same everything.
That's wonderful. That's commendable.
Okay, so I'll tell y'all this before we go.
Yeah.
And Devin knows who I'm talking about. But so this guy, yeah, you do. You probably don't remember, but so yeah, this guy I dated in college. He was the youngest, the only boy, and when I say like mama's boy to the core,
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I think me and his mother had the same birthday. Like completely, like complete mama's boy. They mailed this man a cake on his birthday. On her birthday, we had the same birthday, me and his mom.
I have no idea.
This man set an alarm on his phone to call his mom at midnight. I was like, this is some freaky weird shit. Like, this is weird. This is very weird.
Oh
but I'm like, that right there, I was like, you're for sure mama's boy. In some cases, mama's boy, they say, watch how he treats his mother, because that's how he'll treat you. Okay. But in another taste, it's like weird. Weirdo. You and your mom. Not saying him and his mom was weirdos, but
they probably were. You had to tell me.
They probably
off camera who it is.
But yeah, I definitely don't have a mama's boy, because he can get on here and say, like, I talk to still to this day. I talk to my mama probably 10 times a day. She don't even say hello. She be like, yes, what? And when I met him, I was like, I had noticed, like, I've been around for a little bit, like, where are your parents? Like, who do you talk to? So
where are your parents?
Like, that's true.
Maybe it was different for me because me and my mom are like this. But it's like most guys not like that with their son. Most guys are not like that with their moms. I'm like, so do you
don't know if she alive? Like I talk to Deontay's mom more than he talks to her. I'm like,
I talk to his mom more than they talk.
Yeah, I be telling him, I'll be like, yeah, your dad has a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so they can't pick the kids up, so I'm gonna go get the kids or whatever. He be like, oh, really? I'm like, you didn't know? He be like, I haven't talked to them since like Monday, and it'll be Thursday. I'll be like, oh, okay. So it's like I talk to his parents. I think I talk to his parents and my parents more than he talks to them.
It's either 0 or 1,000. Do you want a mama's boy, or do you want which one you want?
Yeah, and then look, even with me and my little brother, I talk to my mom. She'll be like, have you talked to your brother? I'll be like, no. Have you? She'd be like, only when I call him. And I'm like, I call my mom all throughout the day.
Yeah.
My little brother, he
Weeks.
might FaceTime us once or twice a week.
Mm,
But at that, we be calling him. He'd be like, I thought you knew. He'd be like a few weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I didn't know about this. He was like, oh, I thought you knew. I was like, and how was I going to find out?
Yeah.
You don't pick up the phone and call. We gotta call him or we call his girlfriend
That's sad.
because we have to. Cause I guess it's just a man thing. They just don't.
He said he set an alarm to call his mom on her birthday. Y'all talk
Yeah,
to
because he will forget if he don't. That's the only reason why. Like, don't act like you said it because you're a mama's boy.
Wait, Maxwell, what are you asking? Y'all talk to y'all parents twice in a week? I talk to my mama in a week. It could be like 50 times.
Yeah,
Girl.
my mom calls most of the time. She called
Well,
right
my mom
when the
do
show was
job,
starting.
not really, because
You talking about my mama?
No, well, yeah, your mom too. My mom called me too, and I had to forward her like, "I'm gonna call you back after we finish filming." So
She said, "I know y'all getting ready to start, but let me ask you." I'm like, "Okay,
go measure Kendall. Like, stop what you're
yes,
doing. I was like, "Girl, what?"
yes." Miss Kendall's birthday is in 2 days.
How old is she turning?
4.
I saw the
Aww.
post.
The COVID babies are turning 4.
Yes, Chance will be 4 in June. I gotta plan his birthday party before school is out so they can get
But we're gonna dig deeper and talk about other things.
Next, yeah.
He said I talk to my parents once every 4 months, if that.
He's not lying.
Like, how do you? But I don't get that because it's like if I don't talk to my mom a certain time, like she don't call me and say hi, how are you? She be like, so you can't call your mama, and I be
Exactly,
like,
and that'd be
But
like,
see,
call
the
me
funny
today.
thing is, my mama don't be calling me. I be calling her.
No, my
If
mom.
she calls me, I think something's wrong.
No, look, my mom called me today, and I had been in interviews all day for work. So I'm like working, I got meetings, I'm trying to do all this stuff. And she calls me, she's like, what you doing? I was like, working. So you can't call your mama today? I said, I was in interviews today.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, okay, bye. I'm like, you just called me
Yeah.
to
Just
check me about not calling you. And I was like, okay. Like, my bad, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a man thing.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
I think so.
Because, yeah, throughout college, I was calling Kimberly like, Mama, you can't believe what they said in the registrar's office.
Oh, my God.
Well, go up there and put me on speaker.
Yeah.
So I'm like, my mama, the first time I got the dang on, what's it called? I got a midterm warning, and I knew I wasn't doing bad in that class. I was at a lady office so fast. She said, who do I need to call? I said, my mother, because she's going to be on the road up here in about 15 minutes. If you don't call her and let her know that you lied.
Lord.
About this midterm warning.
Kim don't play. Our mamas don't play.
Mamas don't play. Yes.
My little brother, you wouldn't know nothing until the end of the school year.
Okay.
It's just, I think it's just like a male and female thing. Women are just more inclined about their business. Yeah. My dad called me 3 weeks ago and I keep forgetting to call him back still.
Maxwell, call your parents.
Yeah.
Maxwell, call him like
once a week is good. You don't got to talk every day. Well, once a week.
Okay, go use my.
Oh, little baby is up.
Hi, little babies.
All right, ladies.
All right.
MILFN
family.
Thank you.
Yes.
MILFN family. We will see y'all next week.
Yes.
Y'all know what the topic is again, or do we?
No,
we don't.
Next week is the week. Is that the week we're gonna do pre-recorded?
I don't know.
Okay, let's go ahead and say bye to our family.
And then bye, family.
Yes. Bye, family. See y'all next week.
Everyone. Maxwell, call your parents.
Yes.
All right, good night.